This is Mrs. Wilcoskis in the library. It is November 16th, 2015. This is part 3 on finding resources for the Mandate of Heaven and the Zhou Dynasty. I wanted to show you how to use video resources for this video. So on Briscoe's Pathfinder, I've got this little content block on different video resources. You click here for your student username and password. I can't open it up now because this is a public video. So you can just click through here, and these three, NBC Learn and Classroom Video on Demand, are authenticated through Haiku, so you don't have to log in. If you do, for some reason, go to your remote password page. Okay, but I don't think there's anything on NBC Learn for this resource, for this research project. So I'm going to start with Classroom Video on Demand. So when you go to Classroom Video on Demand, you just use some of the same search terms that you learned doing your research. I'm just going to use Mandate of Heaven just right now, just so you get a sense of what's in here and how to use it. You'll have to use search terms that are a little bit more specific once you figured out what your research topic is. But I do like it because it's given me a different viewpoint on how the Chinese see Mandate of Heaven. So I'm going to click Mandate of Heaven. Okay, so I have 4 results. Okay, you might have to widen your search, but I thought this was kind of interesting. So right here, this means I have a 1-minute video segment. This is the name of the video segment, and this is the title of the entire video. So I'm going to click here real quick, Mandate of Heaven. And I can see that this is an 18-minute video. So if it looks like I need to find out more information about this topic and that this video is of use, you could actually expand your search by just watching the video. But if not, you're just going to grab this segment number 2, called Mandate of Heaven. If you watch this video, if you find it interesting, you can click right here. Here's the transcript. You can actually search the transcript for something in particular if you wanted to find out if it had a certain word in it, or if you were trying to find a word that they used. But you can actually copy and paste this. You can paraphrase from the written. I think it's easier to paraphrase from the written word versus having to listen to the video a couple times. So I think this transcript option is super helpful. You can cite it right here using Chicago Manual. Just copy and paste. It's going to be. And let me just show you something else, though. One of these things, I was watching this video because I thought, Chairman Mao, what does this have to do with Mandate of Heaven, which was thousands of years ago? But it was interesting. There was an earthquake in 1976 in July, and the Chinese people thought it was an omen from the Mandate of Heaven, and then he died 2 months later. So it's interesting how, even though we're past that time of the Chinese dynasties, that this is still part of the culture, and that could be something that you explore in a research project. That was kind of interesting. So, if you're really not sure what you want to study, you might want to just watch some of these videos so that you get a different viewpoint on how it's seen in China, because I know I found a different viewpoint. Okay, so I'm going to scoot on over out of Classroom Video on Demand. I found virtually nothing PBS Learning except John Green's crash courses, which you can find off of YouTube without me. I'm going to go to Discovery Education. When you click through to Discovery Education, you do have to log in. You get that login information on that page that I was telling you about earlier. You have to go to my DE, which is go to my Discovery Education, and it's a generic platform or generic account. I typed in Zhou Dynasty, and this is what I got. Okay, let me just show you real quick. Click here. The grade range is appropriate, but sometimes it's lower. Uncheck it because you don't want things that don't pertain to you. View means images or video segments. We don't want any images. I really only have one video segment here. I can click through here. I think I've already got it right here. And if I want to watch the video, I can watch the video straight as is, but I also have the same transcript option. It's not as easy to read and not as easy to cut and paste, but it is there. So that's really nice. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help.